days until Election Day, and both candidates made multiple stops this afternoon. The president in Arizona and Democratic nominee Joe Biden in Delaware. Both addressed COVID-19 on the campaign trail today, and the former vice president also voted today, along with his wife, Dr. Jill Biden. NewsNation's national political correspondent Dean Reynolds is live in our newsroom tonight with more on what both had to say about the pandemic. Dean.
Marnie, the president today told supporters in Arizona that a vaccine to end the pandemic is already in hand and almost available, while former Vice President Biden said such talk was an insult to the thousands getting infected every day.
You're so lucky I'm your president.
Arizona is a state the president won by just under 4 points in 2016, but where coronavirus cases and hospitalizations have been trending upward this month.
The safe vaccine is coming very quickly. You're going to have it momentarily. That eradicates the virus, and we're rounding the turn regardless. You know that. We've got the vaccine. I say regardless. They'll say, well, maybe you don't. We have it. Great companies. And quickly ends the pandemic.
A release from the White House Office of Science and Technology said yesterday that it's already been done, listing ending the pandemic as one of the accomplishments from the first term. The White House later said the release was poorly worded, but former Vice President Biden was not mollified when he spoke today in Delaware.
Top accomplishment of Trump's first term. At the very moment when infection rates are going up almost every state in our union. The refusal of the Trump administration to recognize the reality we're living through at a time when almost 1,000 Americans a day are dying every single day is an insult to every single person suffering from COVID-19.
Mr. Biden and his wife Jill voted today, and he was briefed on the pandemic.
This is not political. It's patriotic. Wearing a mask. Wear one, period.
That both men were talking about the virus 6 days before the election was a measure of how thoroughly it has dominated the campaign.
And if I weren't president, if you had Sleepy Joe as your president, it would have taken you 4 years to have a vaccine. You would have never had a vaccine.
The president made the comments at another of his large shoulder-to-shoulder rallies, which he said are far more impressive than his opponents.
Barack Hussein Obama yesterday, they made the mistake. The camera slipped. And they showed his crowd. He had about 20 people there, Barack Hussein, which was about 10 people more than Sleepy Joe had yesterday.
Vice President Pence campaigned in Wisconsin, where the Democratic governor has urged people to stay home as the virus spikes.
As we see cases rising as the winter approaches, I want to make you a promise. We're going to keep moving heaven and earth to make sure our hospitals have all the supplies they need to give the level of care to anyone struggling with the coronavirus that we'd want a family member to have.
Democratic vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris was also in Arizona. In Tucson, she said she is not some out-of-the-mainstream radical.
I love my country. And our values reflect the values of America. Our values tell us we have witnessed the worst, the biggest disaster of any presidential administration in the history of this country. Our values tell us that.
And it's interesting that on Friday, Senator Harris will be in Texas, an unusual spot for a Democratic campaign at this late hour, but where there are signs that the race is close, even in a state that has not voted for a Democratic ticket in 44 years. Joe?
Dean, thanks. As always, this just in, the Supreme Court will allow absentee ballots in North Carolina to be counted and received up to 9 days after the election. The deadline now November 12th.